Kyle with Dirt Bike Channel here. I'm out on the Beta 300 again. We're doing some more alpine single track stuff on this sucker. Up in a really pretty area in northern Utah. And if you look down, you'll see I don't have a handguard on the left-hand side. Well, that's because I just ripped the thing off. I was out on just an oil road just right by the truck and just coasting along. Touched my front brake. I was going like 15, 20 miles an hour right by the truck. Touched my front brake, boom, locked it up on the oil, and bam, I hit the ground so freaking hard. Basically ripped my jersey off. I ruined a jersey, and I also ruined these riding pants. My knee is bleeding under the pants, my elbows bloody. Grabbed the little band-aid out of a first aid kit, threw a different jersey on, took some ibuprofen because I know the hip's gonna swell a little bit and the knee a touch and maybe even the elbow. So I took a little ibuprofen and changed jerseys and back on the bike.
It's actually a problem I've had multiple times where that front brake on this Beta just doesn't have any feel. It'll grab like right in the very initial part of the stroke, and so you've got like with one finger you can lock that front brake up and just boom, it has wrecked me a couple of times. And it's almost a month later. It's since from the time that I filmed this to the time that I'm actually publishing this right now, and my hip still hurts from pounding the ground that day just when that front wheel locked up on the oil on me.
I know this may sound weird, but I'm more comfortable with the Beta's rear end than I am the front end. The forks, these Sachs forks are good, but every once in a while they just do, and they'll absorb a lot of things, rocks and roots and stuff, but every once in a while I'll get like a weird, I don't know, a weird glance that surprises me. And so, not that you should ever relax, ever, when you're out doing this stuff, but I just never get super confident that I know what my front tire is gonna do. And that's just kind of been a little bit of a frustration that I've had. I'm able to kind of adjust a lot of these other things out, and as you can see, I'm not going at breakneck speed, but you can also ask the guys that are behind me. I'm not going slow either. I know it's super hard to see through a YouTube video. I'm not going to win any ISDE races or anything, but I'm not a slow rider. And so the fork, and I've got a number of hours on this bike now. I'm gonna have to check and see. It's probably like 15 hours of motor time on the bike. I've put more hours on this bike in the last month than I've put on my KTM in the last 3 months, because I just been riding this one, been riding the Yurko, and when you're trying to put time on 3 different bikes all at once, sometimes it's hard, especially since I only get to ride once a week. The more you ride a bike, you'll adapt to it. And for me, I'm usually the least high on a bike with the first few minutes of riding it, and then they grow on me more and more. This one took me a few rides to where I felt like I was pretty comfortable on it. And it's a good bike. There's nothing wrong with this thing. Got tons of power. If you're wondering why I'm not just absolutely giving this thing the mail and blasting, it's because this thing is this trail is a two-way trail. Look at all that snow up there. It's a two-way trail, so you got obviously most of the stuff I ride are two-way trails. Basically everything that I ride in Utah and Idaho are two-way trails. See that sign says slow down, expect oncoming traffic, and that's exactly it. You will have oncoming traffic. Now we've come up here to this very popular spot on a Wednesday afternoon to try to limit our exposure to a crap load of people. This is an area that I do not ride, and I do not recommend riding on Saturdays because it's just too many people. It's too popular. Anyway, when you've got these real short sightline areas, you want to ride with a little bit more caution because you cannot see what's coming around the turn. And if you're going 20 miles an hour and the other bike's going 20 miles an hour, you can do the math on that, how fast everything comes together. And you can get into some very bad situations that can be avoided just by slowing it down a bit. So that's what I'm doing today. Easing around these corners. And you can let it roll a little bit. And you can see up a little ways. I think I'm coming up on an intersection here pretty quick, where I'm gonna bail off the main trail.